Okay, that seemed easy. Let's do another sum, for example. I'll just delete this one, or I'll just comment the whole thing out, right? So we'll talk about comments later. Don't worry, what are they and how to use them. But for now, just keep in mind that the lines starting with a hashtag don't really run. Anyway, so we can continue with our next sum, that is, let's say we take a number as input and we take a temperature as input in Celsius and convert it into Fahrenheit, right? Now the conversion formula goes like so. So if you take a Celsius value, right, the equation goes C by 5, which is Celsius, is equal to F minus 32 by 9. So F minus 32 is inside brackets like so, right? So now, given a temperature in Celsius, when we are converting to Fahrenheit, we need to isolate F to this side. So this equation becomes F is equal to 9C by 5 plus 32, right? So we get something like this. So when given an input in Celsius, we multiply it by 9, divide it by 5 and add 32 to, right? Let's do that. We'll take another temperature value as input. Now keep in mind, temperatures are not necessarily integers, so we will be using floating point numbers here. So let's take a variable temp and we'll take an input as float, and inside that I'll just write input and then I'll write enter temperature in Celsius, right? And what we can do is we can write FAR, which is short for Fahrenheit. And how do we convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit? We need to multiply C with 9, so 9 into C, which is temp in this case, right? And then we need to divide this by 5, so we divide it by 5, right? And well, this is basically how it is done, and then we can add 32 to it, right? And then what we can do is print far. Let's see. And another thing we can do is just a fancy little thing is we can print temperature in Fahrenheit before we print the temperature in Fahrenheit, so that way we get a label for our output. Let's check this out. And if we say 100 degrees Celsius, that's 212 Fahrenheit, which is in fact correct.